In the studio tonight, we've got a Bemidji local, Cage Jamber. Thanks for coming in tonight, Cage. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Great. We're excited to have you on. We're going to ask you some more questions later, but first we want to hear you play, so I'll let you take it away.
All right, thank you so much. The song is called Summer Days. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for a little beer money. All you gotta do is like and share so I can fill my tummy. I'm gonna have a yard sale, spend the money on a cocktail. At this rate, babe, I hope I don't end up in jail. It's these summer days, they've got me feeling strange. Never have a thing to do, they just come and go in waves. It's these full moon nights, the universe looking for a fight. Never have to act so tough, cause you know it'll be alright. I need to get a paycheck so I can rock a tape deck. Turn up the volume all the way and headbang till I break neck. Maybe I should start a band or start living in a van. Being a bum seems so much fun when you're giving all your money to the man. It's these summer days, they've got me feeling strange. Never have a clue what day it is, they just come and go in waves. It's these full moon nights, the universe looking for a fight. Never have to act so tough, cause you know it'll be alright. I need to turn it down, turn it around before I end up underground. Uh-oh, digging a hole out of control. You know I hope you stick around. Uh-oh, turn it down, turn it around before I end up underground. Uh-oh, digging a hole out of control. You know I hope you stick around. It's these summer days, they've got me feeling strange. Never have a clue what day it is, they just come and go in waves. It's these full moon nights, the universe looking for a fight. Never have to act so tough, cause you know, oh you know, oh you know it'll be alright. Alright, thank you. Let's see here. This next song's about being a good neighbor. I feel like too often we don't know people we live by or people in our community. This song's about being a good community member. It goes like this. Tear down that fence you built. Come on over for a cup of tea. I'll turn my music down if you will come around and keep me company. Cause that's what neighbors do. This town's big enough for me, and it's big enough for you. Say hello when you go to get the mail. Wave at me across from your garage sale. sorry about my dog. The grass is always greener on your lawn. I know you haven't known me long, but I would water your plants if you are ever gone. 'Cause that's what neighbors do. This town's big enough for me, and it's big enough for you, and you, and you too. I'll bring potato salad to your barbecue, and then invite you over for a dip in the pool. If I had a pool. I don't have a pool. 'Cause that's what neighbors do. This town's big enough for me, and it's big enough for you. 'Cause that's what neighbors do. This town's big enough for me, and it's big enough for you. 'Cause that's what neighbors do. This town's big enough for me, and it's big enough for you. 'Cause that's what neighbors do. This heart's big enough for me, and it's big enough for you. Thank you. Thank you. That's a new song I'm working on here, so I hope you enjoy it. It's called Wish List. Light me like an incense, roll me like a cigarette. Smoke fills your lungs, babe, blow me out with all the rest. Fold me like your laundry, put me up on the shelf. Give it to the world now, or keep it all for yourself. Will you give me your first kiss? I'll give you my love. Your touch is on my wish list. I don't ask for much. Start me like an engine, then you go put me in drive. I do fine in cold weather, I'll keep you warm all of the time. Play me like a record, I only skip if I've had too much. Let me tell you a story, slow me down if you've heard this one. Will you give me your first kiss? I'll give you my love. Your touch is on my wish list. I don't ask for much. Will you give me your first kiss? I don't ask for much. Your touch is on my wish list. I'll give you my love. Thank you. So I went to college at BSU here, and I worked for the OPC, and I led many trips down to Moab, Utah. One time it took us several days to get there. This is a song kind of about that trip. met you in the morning with the snow all around. Mother Nature's warning could not hold us down, no. 3 days across the country, testing patience twice, getting vitamin D through the rock and through the ice. Ooh, you are gone. Ooh, on the run. Ooh, you are gone. Ooh, on the run. The canyon walls above me filling up my eyes. Red rock contrasting to the pure blue skies. Oh, I tend to think too much about what could be true. The only thing I know is this rock and you. Ooh, you are gone. Ooh, on the run. Ooh, you are gone. On the run. There are 2 switchbacks to the campsite. Hold me close, for I'm afraid of heights. Lead the way, I'll follow in your steps. Stay up late as the sun sets. Ooh, you are gone. Ooh, on the run. Ooh, you are gone. Ooh, on the run. Thank you, thank you. All right. This song is called Do You Know? Do you know you are unlike another? Do you know I see you in your mother? Do you know you are my only lover? Do you know a love like this can smother? Have you heard the news about my siblings? Have you heard about the new beginning? Have you heard the world just keeps on spinning? Have you heard that life is for the living? Yeah. And all the lambs go 2 by 2. There's one for me and one for you. And I've seen heaven in a marriage, and I have seen those same 2 people swearing, and I have seen a child without parents, and I have seen your hair and how you wear it. Yeah. all of the lambs go toot-toot, bye-bye toot-toot. There's 114 for me, and 114 for you. And all of the lambs go toot-toot, bye-bye toot-toot. There's 114 for me, and 114 for you. Thank you. This next song is called Tonight. And thank you for listening tonight. Nobody knows you tonight, so I'm going in blind. No need to start up a fight, just let them all shine. I won't bite, so lower your defenses. Everything around you is sequential consequences. Would you believe me if I said, don't trust a single soul? They will deceive you with gold thread and weave it through your last pinhole. Hang on tight to whatever is around you. Knuckles white like the playground when you were 2. I feel it's a happy ending now. Surrender to what is warm. Let go into the river now. Has this ever happened before? I feel it's a happy ending now. Surrender to what is warm. Let go into the river now. Has this ever happened before? Thank you. Most of these songs are off my latest album. You can check that on Spotify as well. Blackberry brooch, lemon drop lapel, Caroline's geraniums are growing so well. Soil down below, sun burning fast, got no time for a bow, 'cause she's always with the plants. Yes, she's watering her plants. Sometimes in life you gotta hang on tight, or just sit back and take it every night. If you'd only thought of something different to say, it's all been written down on that page. If you'd only thought of something clever to say, well, it might not have wound up this way. Don't try to drown your troubles on the ocean floor. All you get is bubbles and washed up on the seashore. mouth full of sand and a belly full of salt. But on the other hand, it wasn't all your fault. No, it's not all your fault. Sometimes in life, you gotta put up a fight. Don't just sit back and take it every night. If you'd only thought of something different to say, it's all been written down on that page. If you'd only thought of something clever to say, well, it might not have wound up that way. Thank you.
So, I think that you're killing it. We're super happy you're here. Do you have a time for a quick break for some questions?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. So, can you tell me a little bit about your music history? Have you always been a solo act, or have you played with bands before?
Starting out, I was in third grade music class playing ukulele, and I was like, oh, this is pretty sweet. And I found out that it translates well on guitar. So I picked up my parents' guitar, and they always had the radio playing, and they were playing music as well. So I kind of taught myself the chords through that, influence from their music and friends. And then in middle school, I was in a garage band called the Invisible Ninjas, because we went to a show, and there's a mosh pit going on, and some guy came to us and was like, it's like we're fighting invisible ninjas. We're like, that's got to be our band name. Sweet. And the drummer for that band, his name is Bjorn Hunstead. You should look him up. He goes by Bloomer now, and he's a world champion beatboxer. So he was the drummer in the band. And then from there, just meeting new groups, meeting new people, seeing new concerts, letting it kind of evolve as it needs to.
Awesome. Okay, so how long have you been playing? I mean, you just said ukulele in third grade. That was the start?
Yeah, so like, I don't know. I can't really do math on the spot. 15, 16 years of playing, so.
Wow. Okay, so are you working on any new music right now?
I am. I'm working on an EP right now that'll be out this summer. My recording studio is called Zoot Suit Studios, and just bought a house recently. Converted the basement into all music stuff. I feel like a hoarder, kind of. Like I got pianos and drums and all this stuff going on. But yeah, that'll be out this summer, hopefully.
Exciting. So I have to ask, is the beanie a thing, or is that just for tonight?
Well, I'm a teacher, and I teach a class called forestry class out at a school called Schoolcraft. And I wear the beanie when I'm working at forestry class, and then my hair just gets like this, and it's like, you know what? That's just going to be easier for now.
I love it. It makes sense. So do you have any shows coming up, like in the Bemidji area?
Yeah, I do. On April 13th at the Chief Theater, I'm playing with the show is called The Great Northern Radio Show. It's kind of like the old Prairie Home Companion or Live from Here that you hear on NPR, but our local station, KAXE, they put that show on, so I'll be there with a few other bands as well as skits and a lot of entertainment. And then after that, I'm playing for BSU's Arts of the Earth Festival. I'll be in the Union for one of those time slots. And then the following day, Sunday the 28th, I'll be at Harmony Co-op for their annual membership meeting festival thing. So.
Okay, so this month. So can you tell me about Spotify? How do we find you? What do we look for?
Yeah, Spotify is an awesome platform for learning about new music. And I thought, what better way to get myself out there? Type in my name, Caige. That's all I put on there. And the album is called Cage. The artist is called Cage. Cage by Cage. So pretty easy to find.
Okay, so the original show, can you tell me about that last weekend?
Yeah, that was really awesome. My friend Corey Medina called me up and said, we're playing a show at the folk school, all original bands, all original music, and we're going to do it all in a circle. So you'll be in a circle, and the audience will be around you, and my friend Dan Will played keys, and my dad played drums. That was pretty sweet. And we've just played that, our set, a lot of good bands, a lot of good people. Like, let's say over 100 people showed up for that. It's just awesome to see that people are willing to support local original music in our community. So
I agree. That's actually really cool. So I think we have time for one more song, so I'm gonna let you close it out.
All right.
One or two. So
We'll see what happens.
Whatever you're feeling, take it away.
All right. Just turn this up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Whisper to me smoke from those embers that you choke on, planted in rows like the flowers that you grow from a spark. Send me sweet nothings full of dust and sunbeams. Multiply this minute by every second that you're in it from the start. I wanna know just where the moon hides, and I need to know just where the crow flies, and maybe I could meet you there. Just maybe I could meet you there. We're all the leaves falling from the trees as we slowly make our way into the earth, as we decay like an art. Roots intertwine like the neurons in our mind. So water each thought and every past life you forgot in your heart. I wanna know just where the time goes, and I need to know which way the wind blows, and maybe I could meet you there. Just maybe I could meet you there. Just maybe I could meet you there. Just maybe I could meet you there. I got one more for you guys here too. Let's see. Oh, you spend your days in the meadow picking flowers for
Here at Live, we give Cage 5 stars. If you like what you've heard, make sure to like his Facebook and follow him on Instagram. Watch for future shows from him as well as new music. Also, make sure to follow Northern Student Media on Instagram and Twitter to keep up with everything happening with student media at Bemidji State. We'll be announcing next week's band on social media after the show as well, so make sure to watch out for that and submit questions. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you at 7:30 next Tuesday.
That morning road is yours alone. Can I take you with me where I'm going? No. Said that morning road is yours alone. Oh, you know that feeling when your heart burns from a long-lost love you let be. Sometimes you spend, sometimes you learn that a love kept locked won't set you free. It's like a bird kept in a cage. She knows your name.